Hi, so I'm at the Ancient Ram Inn tonight, and it's one of the UK's most haunted locations, if you didn't know. I'm currently in the kitchen, but we're about to show you around the building. It's supposed to be very haunted, but we're about to find that out. So we're going to show you around, because a lot of you guys want to know what buildings actually look like before you actually get into the investigation, and I know that because you want to get a feel for what it looks like. So we're about to show you. First of all, we'll go outside, we'll show you the way in. Again, we'll show you the kitchen. You can see it right now, but we'll still show it you. And then we'll show you the other rooms. And then we'll also show you the equipment we've got. This time we've got a lot more. We've got spirit boards. I call them spirit boards, not Ouija boards. I saw a spiritualist recently and she said, call them spirit boards, not Ouija boards. I'm going to take her advice. And I think, because I don't know why they call them Ouija boards. We don't know that. Apparently it means good luck, I've heard. Don't know if that's true, but we're going to show you everything first of all, let you get a little feeling of the place, and the equipment is going to be pretty good when you see it. We've got a lot more than what we used to have. We've got even dowsing rods and all that. We'll explain how they work as we go and show you them. But mainly, I want you guys to enjoy this video, explore the place. If anything does happen, let me know. If you hear anything that we don't hear, let me know. And main thing is, my cameraman Michael Smith will be showing me around here and showing me, where I'm going with this little flashlight, because it is a really dark place and it is actually pretty cold as well. Very, very cold. So this is the entrance here. Again, I know it sounds strange, but I want to show you guys the whole building. So as we walk in here, first of all, you go to the right, that's where you enter the, this is where the main panel happens as you go through this door. But we'll show you the kitchen first of all. Okay, gonna come through. We'll put the light on just a minute, just so you guys have a look around. Here we go. Just everything in here. Again, it's not much, but it is something. Ignore this. It's just a bit eating pizza earlier. And upstairs, this way we can't go because that's like the hayloft, I think. Because on the other side upstairs in the bathroom, it will show the hayloft, and it's really an amazing place. It is really cold, but like I said, let's put up with that. Before you do go onto it, I am actually wearing protection in this, so it's actually okay. So when we do get into the investigation, this protection works. There we go. I'm not going to say too much about it because I haven't worn protection before, but apparently it works, so I'm wearing it. Okay, put some lights off, don't waste so much electricity as we go through it. We'll have to shut the door to stop anybody else coming in. Right. So we go through here. What you can see in here is just, so there's actually two rumours. John Humphreys, the former owner of the place, which I will show you in a picture later on, apparently used to sleep down here because the first night he was here, a spirit known as an incubus, which is a male spirit that does stuff towards a male person, you guys can know what I mean with that, is a very nasty form of spirit that targets males. A succubus, I think, targets females. If I did get it the wrong way around, I am sorry. But apparently he slept down here with his Bible. We got all the equipment here laid out. We'll show you that, guys, later on. EMF, dowsing rods, pendulum. Again, this isn't a very popular tool, but it does work apparently. A spirit board. Apparently there's also one upstairs. I haven't seen it yet because I haven't gone into the attic properly. But just have a look around. If you hear anything, let me know. What was that? Just a clip coming from up there somewhere. When you are starting to hear more. That's something I didn't notice earlier. Did not notice that earlier. That click. Now it stopped. Strange, but we'll keep an eye on that. So you come through here. This is the, so I would call it I more or less call this the main part of the building, only because by here we've got a grave. I think this is the main grave where I think John Humphreys found things. I'm not sure if it was John or somebody else, but this is the grave that people had been buried in. Over here is just more of just a table, a skeleton. That's just a Halloween decoration, of course. Again, mirrors. Mirrors apparently these sort of places to actually open portals, but we don't know. I don't know. I can't confirm anything, but so be very careful when you walk in. I can't pick up that again. Another table over there. Looks like something from a ship over there. A piano that works, but again, I'm not sure that was John Humphreys or not. Walk through this door. Chairs here, this door, I'm not sure what's on the other side. I think it's just like spare rooms or something. I don't know. This is the barn over here. This is a really scary part. This is where I came last year. So last year I came with a group of people, about 20 of us. It was one of those paranormal events you come with, and I found it strange because as I sat here, we used the spirit board. Again, I call it spirit boards because I've been told not to call it a Ouija, and it worked by here. But again, there was loads of us playing tonight. It'll just be me and my friend will have a go as well when we're off the camera, of course. But, if you walk around, there's very strange. Be careful where you step in. I've got cat boards as well. I've got to mention that cat boards that apparently children like to play with. It attracts young children spirits. But I sat there last year, but again, like I said, there was too many of us, and that's why I wanted to come here with just 2 of us, because I know that if anything happens, there's less chance of it being faked, which I think is very, very, more expert. Because last year with 20 of us, anybody could fake something. With just 2 of us, I know it's not, because somebody's holding the camera. He can't fake something that I'm doing alone, and you guys are watching me do it. But again, it's very strange. A very, very cold room, but that is because it is a barn. It is going to be cold. So again, you can't call that paranormal, but some people, they have said it is because it's demons in here. But again, you can't say that because it is going to generally be a cold room due to the, the coldness of it being a barn. Again, you have got stuff hung up on the walls, on the ceiling. But as we go through it, we'll find more. Just watch your step. Right. This is the upstairs. Of course, this is where it leads upstairs. Of course, it's very, 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 very steep. If you were drunk walking down these, you're going to fall over. So, this is the room here that I believe is very, very haunted. I think this is the, I'm not sure if it is, but I think this is the witch's room. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I came here last year and the bed was the other way around. I think it was just one bed in here then, or if it was 2, they were definitely facing that way. I sat over there, we had a go at the, I think it was, what was it? Struggling to remember. I think it was a spirit session where we sat down. There's a method called, it's got the name, you guys might know it. Sit down, you just listen, close your eyes, or you have blindfold around your head. None that's going around my head tonight. But you sit down and you listen so you can hear it. And if you do, the other person on the camera will be able to tell and pick up the activity or the answers you're getting. But show you around the room, pretty interesting. Again, still very, very cold. This room here, I'm not sure what this is, but walk in here. This room last year was where I got a little bit of activity. Felt like hearing noises in here. I was in here on my own, but again, like I said, 20 people being here or around that, you don't know the noises coming from outside that you just haven't picked up. But again, it's still creepy because look, you've got a baby's thing here, a baby's cot, baby's things. This here, that rocks. That's pretty scary. And I think I sat here as well. There's a chair here. I sat here. There was a Bible here, and it's just generally, I think it's not that it's scary. It's just that it's cold. But like it being cold, when like something happens, you just think, here's a demon. But it's not. It's just generally scary because people aren't used to like these buildings being cold, but these buildings will be cold because they're 1,000 years old, and people say almost 1,000 actually. And people say, oh, it's definitely haunted. Well, you don't know that because coldness can be anything. Look at the wall. Just look at the wall. Right? That wall there is showing this building hasn't been, updated properly or maintained properly, which means cold air will actually get in. If you go back outside. Again, this is just things here. There was Bibles here. It's just now books telling you about the place, the priest's house, and that. Generally interesting books if you want to read them. We've got a lot of information in them. But even notes, please do not touch. Well, I just did touch them, so hopefully you don't mean the books. Again, the most haunted room in the building would be the bishop's room, apparently. I had trouble opening this earlier, so I'll go open it first time this time. This is apparently the most haunted room. This here is the bishop's room. Very, very nasty man, the bishop. Go and do your research on him. And this is also a famous room where apparently a cat is here to meow, and I think in one of my previous videos somebody said they heard it, but I'm not too sure if they did because I didn't hear or see anything. But apparently there's a thing looking up there which goes above, like another section that's connected to the attic. And it's generally more colder here, isn't it, cameraman? That is Michael Smith. But generally it is more colder here. That's because of the air coming through the attic. But it's one of those rooms that the cat has been hid in. When it has been here, there's also been like people saying they've seen a cat, they've seen a vision of a cat and all sorts. But again, look over there. They've got animals on there like monkeys. They've got cats in the window in some of the places. Are they in this room? Or the next room? So as you go outside, you can actually see a cat. So I'm not sure if this room or the next room. But we did see on the room. Cat Teddy to example. I remember sitting there last year and we was apparently getting activity. But again, like I said, with those groups you go with, you actually never ever know until you do it yourself and get the activity yourself. As we go down here, this is now the bathroom we're going in. Can't go in there because that's connected to, I believe, downstairs part. It's the hayloft, like I said, so we've got to keep out of there. But this is the bathroom. The strange part about this room is before we started recording, wrong light, cameraman got the right one. Before we actually started recording, so my friend came in here, he took a dump, but apparently he didn't touch the towel that was on the door there. The door was actually not the door was on the left, the towel was on the left. And he came downstairs, ordered a pizza. You've obviously seen my pizza because I'm just a man who loves to eat. And as we came back upstairs, we found a door open that he said he never opened. And this towel here was on the floor like that. It's pretty strange, right? But it was on the floor like that. I picked it up. He said he never touched it, and you know, I like to believe he didn't because apparently it was on the left. I've now moved it to the right. We're going to keep it on the right because as I put it once I picked it up, but apparently that dropped to the floor, which was pretty strange. But now the interesting part, apparently they actually keep spirit boards here too, but let's hope there's one here tonight. Again, I'm not too sure. Let's hope we've got one. It is the attic. Now please, cameraman, don't fall. Walk carefully. Here is the attic. Also be clear of your head because your head can actually get hit. You're safe. This here was apparently Caroline's bed. Again, it's more colder here due to the air coming in. This was Caroline's bed, I believe. Caroline was the daughter of John Humphreys. Well, she is the daughter of John Humphreys. She is still alive. So when I say was, I got that wrong. She's still alive. She's going to let me come here tonight. And I believe she got scared in this room. I'm not too sure if she did, but some people say she did. And apparently she wants to sleep in here again. But this is the room that Caroline used to own. We used the spirit board here in this very spot last year because I sat on one of these chairs. It might not be in that chair because things have changed since. Table here, we sat there. So I sat by here. I used it with two ladies. This chair, just so you go and write down. But we used it. As we used it, the planchette of the board went off, lifted itself back on with our fingers on top. No way it lifted itself back on, but it did. Came back on onto the board. That was the first time a spirit board for me had ever worked. It was also my first time with these investigators. So go over here. Got another room, another table, more chairs. Again, still cold. Still because we're in the attic. We can't go past this spot, obviously, because this spot here is the part where you can't walk further than due to the unstableness. And again, it connecting to the hayloft down there, so we actually can't walk because we could easily fall through that. It's very, very unstable. There's chairs over there, but let's just ignore that. But what's this? Just what the bell then? Probably a candle probably for the spirit board sessions. But if you just look round, see there's a table here. When groups come here, like if you are interested in coming here, you can come here as a group and you can sit down on this table, have a spirit board session with your friends, your loved ones, whoever you want to come visit this place with. You can book it with hauntedhappenings.com. They're the site to go with. I think I went with them when I came here. Or IC Paranormal if they're doing it. And you come here with a group of like 20 odd people, maybe less, maybe more. My hand's gone really, really cold due to the coldness. But you can play it. And the scary part is, with that many people you are, or you might get scared. When we was here last year, a lady broke down here. The lady we played the spirit board with, she thought it was a loved one coming through, and she broke down crying, as you know. Again, that is on one of my videos. It's called My Ever First Time Using the Ouija Board. That's what I named it. And she obviously broke down a lot. And I think she calmed down in the end on the second session downstairs in the barn. But she got pretty scared. But like, my whole point towards this is that with everything going on, with all the coldness, you just got to accept it's going to be cold. Because it is an old building, like I said. But the point being is the activity you got to look out for. The small signs the spirits can show you. And in this video, I want you guys to show me. If you see anything, hear anything, just show me. And mainly just enjoy how we do it, the equipment we use, and mainly just look at what we do, and if we do anything wrong, tell me, because there's nothing more I love more than advice. I love advice. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me what I'm doing wrong, I try to improve it. Okay, so this video, it's a lot better than before because I'm doing things properly this time, but again, it's seeing what the building looks like, because some of you guys, if you're in America for example, and you want to know about this building, you can't come here yourself, so I thought showing you around the building was the best part. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to walk down the stairs, back down to the equipment, but as I walk down there, we're going to go back in the same rooms, let you guys have a little look around, show you around, take screenshots, take video recordings, do what you want, and get a little feeling of the building. I'll try and be silent, but if I do talk, then I need to learn to be silent. Let's have a little look. It's a bit more than me and my cameraman love than sitting down, because we are lazy. People have hit their head on this loads of times. We've got to be really, really careful. Didn't see the spirit boards they had here though. They did say on the message, if you bring your own planchette, you can use our spirit boards. But don't worry, I bought mine just in case it didn't have one. What's that? Carpet, maybe. But yeah, I bought mine just in case it didn't have one. Awesome stuff, as long as you're safe, mate. I'm going to go in each room, have a look around, just in case you missed anything. Again, it's just the toilet here. Some stuff. Now the bishop's room. There's pictures, don't get pictures. Again, I've also mentioned there are Bibles around this building, quite a lot of them. Hear me. Oh, help me. Thank you, cameraman. Why is that? Wait, put that again. That's just been drawn on there. Yeah, that's been drawn on there. It says help me on there. Again, that could be written on there just because maybe they writ it on there for it to seem like a scary place. We don't know. I didn't notice that till he just tapped my shoulder, but it says help me on here. That's really, really strange. Again, apparently the bishop was a nasty man, so if it is children's spirits here calling for help, that could be why. But again, that could be written on there because somebody had put that on there before we came, we don't know. But again, that is definitely a fingerprint that's done that. It's either a human fingerprint or a spiritual fingerprint that's done that. Strange. Thank you for noticing that. Again, there's another room. This was the door that was open when we came back up, when we thought it was shut. Have a look around the pictures, just have a nice look around. Stuff down here as well. Oh, what's that? I didn't notice that. What's that? But then look through there. What's in there? Let's just go through to the next room, or what do you see? Just a wall. Yeah, just a wall. Just a wall there. Very strange. Back into the witch's room, I believe. If you do hear a bell in this, it's actually because a bell's going off just across the road. It's a church. It goes off every 15 minutes or half an hour. I can't work out which one it is, but it keeps going off. A good look around, that's good. And we'll go back downstairs, guys. Again, if you do come here, just be aware that if you are disabled or anything like that, the barrister only starts from right here, so you got to walk up a few steps anyway. So it is quite steep steps. I know a few people who want to come here who can't because of the steps, or if they do come, they can't actually come up the side the stairs. That's another door, we don't need to worry about that. Again, barn, we've got it around here. I'll let my cameraman walk around to show you the place while I sit down, because I'm lazy. Didn't notice that actually. There's a chair up there. What's that? Oh my god, did we notice that? Body bag with like a pretend body person in there. Nice Halloween decoration. Did you notice that earlier? No. Can't see. Lights on my face. No or yes. Yeah. Chair up here. There again, it's just a creepy vibe to it, isn't it? I mean, imagine spending here the night alone. That is literally, oh my god, fall through that, I feel like. You can't fall through it, it's just carpet ridiculous. So, but again, they do a lot of work to this place to make it seem very, very creepy, with chairs being on the ceiling, or the wall, I should say, or hanging on the beams. But again, very, very creepy. And they come through. This building here. Now, if you do come here, one thing you learn is this door does actually catch on the floor here. And it opens, which you give it a good tug. So if you do try and open it, softly, and think it's being caught by spirit, it's not. I did notice this earlier. Another baby cot here, baby little crab. I wonder what's that. Teddy. Hope you're not possessed. But again, you never ever know. Explain that grave. I don't know if I did when this is the place where John Humphreys found bodies. I did explain the grave. There we go. Again, get back into the camera for letting me know. But again, if you did have the lights off, you come in here and you walked, you're going to trip over that. So always be aware of that, because even I could have tripped over it. Just did. So you come through the building. I tripped over it knowing it was there, so I actually didn't know. It smells like cucumbers in here. Not sure why. Not sure why it is. But again, you can look around the building now. You've seen the kitchen, you've seen everything. So now we're going to get onto these panel pieces of equipment, show you how they work. If you don't know, if you do currently know how they work, then you can end this and look forward to part 2. But if you don't, let's explain. Right. So, this here is an EMF meter. It should stay on the lowest level possible. If you tap it, it will obviously go up, as you can see. Right? If you need electric that's actually working, let's try and find a piece of electric. I'll find that's actually near a socket. Should flash. Okay, I've had this for 2 years, there's no guarantee. that's not being used. Kitchen might actually have some. I know it seems like it's blatantly obvious here, but some people don't know how they work. I want to make sure they know. Lights on in here. Oh, what's that? There we go. No. Electric, it should flash nearby. Actually, close to the phone. Not flashing, strange. Again, I've had this for 2 years, so there's no guarantee. No guarantee it'll work. Ah, because it wasn't on. That's why, is it? No. Okay, we might be able to, we might have to rule the EMF out. But it should flash near electric. Apparently it's on, so a spirit can still make it work if they wish to. But it should pick up electric. It's called an electromagnetic field thing. It should pick up any electrical waves or any spirit touching it, sort of thing. But today it's not picking up electric because it just seems to be broken. Again, needs new batteries or maybe a new one might do it. But there you go. So don't worry too much about that. There you go. Don't worry, I shouldn't have to walk up for the rest of them, so it's fine, we can sit down. Right, so this here is a pair of dowsing rods. Now these work when you communicate with a spirit. I'm not going to use them properly yet, but you hold them like this, right? And if it's a yes, they'll go inwards. If it's a no, they'll go outwards. That's how they'll answer you. So inwards for yes, outwards for no. And generally, it is something that I haven't done before. I think, personally, the way I'm holding it is you got to hold it straight. If they do go yes, like that, then, you know, could it be paranormal? I don't know. Because I do believe in involuntary movement. Now, involuntary movement is a thing which, when you get stuff like this, stuff like pendulum, which we'll go through next, it's something where you ask yourself a question. If you know the answer and your head knows it's got to go that way for yes, your head might just go yes. And involuntary movement is what would be your hands and your whole body knowing the answer, moving it itself. But then that means you're moving it without yourself knowing. Now people they like to say that's paranormal, but it's not, because what's really happening is, because you know the answer, it's just going to happen. And then when it happens, you automatically think, wow, that's paranormal. Doesn't mean it is. It just means that because your mind knows, it's moving without you really picking up that you are moving it yourself. And that is something to actually look up on, involuntary movement. Now this here is a pendulum, or pendulum, however you want to say it. Pendulum, I call it. It goes sideways for no, and around for yes. Now, I've been using this, and fair play, it's given me some answers. It has, but again, it could be involuntary movement. So, we'll ask a question now, for example. Are there any spirits there? Again, it's giving me a yes, but again, could that be involuntary movement? We don't know. That's why we need more sometimes than just a pendulum. So that's why we bought the spirit board. Now, the spirit board is a thing that a lot of people haven't used before. A lot of people are scared to use them. It goes like that. It opens a portal to the afterlife. And this here is a planchette. Put it on there. Now, some people just put it on there and just play and just think it's going to work. It might do, I don't know. Again, like when we used it last year, we had a certain technique. So how I was taught to use it was to put it on. And to open the portal, there are obviously 12 hours on the clock. 12 hours being 0 to 12, or you could say 24 if you want to go digitally or whatever. But clockwise is normal way. If you spin it anti-clockwise while your finger's been on the board 13 times, then apparently it opens the portal, because apparently, because there's not a 13th hour on the clock, that's what makes it work, and the spirits can then come through and communicate with you. Again, there's no proper answer. There never is going to be a proper answer. I don't care if you're an expert at this. There's never going to be a proper answer, because nobody knows, because it's not scientifically proven. Some people say is involuntary movement. Now, like I said, with this, it could be because you know the answer. With this, it could be because you know the answer. But with this, how is involuntary movement going to spell out the name Joseph, for example? So if it goes letter to letter, how would that be involuntary? Yeah, that is the strange part. I'm going to use it later, I promise you that. Not just yet, because we haven't started the investigation properly yet, apart from asking this. So it's strange, but involuntary movement is something that we need to pay attention to. Is it that, or is it paranormal? That's what we got to be paying attention to. So, yeah, pause it a minute. So with involuntary movement being said, that's how things work. These, involuntary movement, yes or no, you can know the answer. This, involuntary, yes or no, might know the answer. But this is the big part, because involuntary, yes, no, might move your hand without actually realising you're doing it, but is it really going to spell things without you knowing? Because if you didn't know somebody's name is Kelly, which we had Kelly last year come through, just in the barn, how is it going to spell Kelly without you knowing? That's not involuntary. That is like specific. It's literally telling you, Kelly, did you die? Yes. Kelly, are you there? Yes. Kelly, do you smoke? No. Some things you wouldn't know. When you start asking those questions and they start giving you answers, that's when you know that things are starting to come from involuntary movement, the proper answers. So before we go into this investigation here in part 2, I'm actually going to move that off the board just so I don't open anything, because like I said, it could be 13 spins around the board, but you just don't know until you give it a try. So before you do watch part 2, enjoy this. Hope you enjoy me walking about. Just the house. And yeah, just enjoy it and look forward to part 2. And before you do, I want to give a massive shout out to a few friends of mine. I've shouted them out before, but now I've got more subscribers. I want to shout them out again. Ghost Hunter Wales. There's a mate of mine called Viv Austin and Paul, his son. They do great investigations. We are planning to collaborate when, don't know, because Viv went through a bit of difficulty. I'm not going to explain that here, but if you want to find out, go and watch his channel. Go watch them. Ghost Hunter Wales, link will be in the description. Just enjoy. Remember, if I make a mistake, tell me. If you think something else, tell me. Whatever you think, just tell me. Be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Love you. See you next time.